What's up, YouTube? It's been a while since I've done an update, and as requested by MostlyMoparIH, he wanted to see a garden update from me. So here we are. Let's come down here and get a better look. See. And we got the whole garden outlined with marigolds. Here we used to have, or I should say we do have, lettuce, radishes, carrots. But as you can see, none of it come up. The only thing that came up is weeds. So I think we're going to, in the next couple of days here, plow all this up and try replanting and see what happens. We did have our spinach come up though. It's looking kind of sad right now, but at least it came up. We tried trying some things from seed this year, and we weren't really having the best of luck. These green beans we did from seed. They were the spindliest looking things for like the longest time. They're finally starting to look halfway decent. Got some buds on there. Maybe in another week or so we'll see some green beans starting to form. Yeah, nothing really yet. And up to here, we have some snap peas. Those we started from seed as well. They were doing halfway decent for a while there. Now they're really looking kind of sad. Might just be we need water. But our tomatoes are really looking good. We did start some tomatoes from seeds, and these are the only two surviving plants. The rest we ended up going back and getting some from our favorite greenhouse. And we got some fruit in there starting on this one. This is our Juliet tomatoes. We tried this last year and we just loved them. They're small, they're like little Romas almost, but they're good for salads. They're good for just about anything except, these little tomatoes, like cherry tomatoes. After a while I kind of get bored with them, and then there's really not much you can do with them after that. These are really meaty tomatoes, and if you get sick of eating them by hand, they grind up real well into salsa even. We should have some of those fairly soon. And I really don't know what brands of tomatoes we got. I think we got a couple different varieties here. Here's another tomato. And the two tomatoes that survived from seed that we still got. Those will probably be late bloomers, but that'll be alright. We'll have a good long season of tomato eating going on. Then we got another two big plants right here. Then we got 4 broccoli plants going on right here. They're looking pretty good. They ain't producing too much along as big heads to eat yet, but I've never really tried growing this yet either. And we got 2 cucumber plants coming. These we started from seeds. They're not too far along. Probably another month or so and they'll be really going good. Then we got 4 cabbage plants. Another one up here in the corner. Then this is something new we're trying this year. This is a tomatillo plant. And we didn't know at first that you needed 2 of them so they could cross-pollinate. So this one we just planted within the last week. It's looking kind of sad and wilty right now, but I think give it another week, she'll be really going good. And it already has some fruit on it already. And what you make with that that's what they use to make salsa verde with, and I really like that stuff. our green peppers are looking pretty good. Got a nice big fruit on that one. On that one. And that one. Actually, that one could probably be picked already. And then we have a variety of peppers over here. That one looks like it's a banana pepper. We have a jalapeno plant there. That's coming along real good. Another jalapeno plant here. It's got a couple of veggies on it. That one there too. Looks like we got 3 jalapeno plants. And we got another banana pepper one here that's got a bunch on. Actually, that one could probably be picked before too long. No. Actually, it's pretty firm yet. It could probably be on a while yet. And these 2 that we planted from seeds, these were the only 2 surviving pepper plants we had. They're still chugging along. Those will probably be late bloomers too. And what did I miss over here? And this is either watermelon or cantaloupe. I'm not really sure which. We had a bunch of these. I think we had like 5 or 6 different plants, and we mixed them all up. And most of them died except for this one. This one was originally planted somewhere else in the garden, so we kind of lost track of what it was. But I'm thinking it's probably a cantaloupe. Then we got 2 kale plants here that are doing real good. We did have, I don't remember if I said it, but we did have lettuce planted in this area here that didn't grow. Which is unfortunate because I do like a good salad that has kale and spinach and whatever kind of lettuce that was that we had planted here. We have a nice hearty crop of this stuff coming. And this is just a flower garden up here. We were going to put apple trees up in here too, but we kind of missed the window this summer to put those in. So that'll be a next year project. And I was going to put a beehive or 2 up here somewhere too, and I kind of missed the window on that, so that won't be happening this year either. But it gives me another year to kind of learn more about bees and stuff before I really get into it. We just have kind of a mixture of flowers going on up here. We did have, I'm trying to remember where we had this planted. I think right where that was, and kind of along the back, we had a bunch of sunflower seeds that we planted from seed, and those didn't come up, so she ended up going back to the store when she got that other tomatillo plant to get that one, and she just got this one too, since none of those came up from seed. So we were kind of striking out this year at starting anything from seed, but you know, it's kind of the first year we've tried that. Now let's go to the other part of the garden. Then we planted some flowers up along there. Just kind of because it's so steep right there, it's hard for me to mow with the tractor. And then we put some, what the hell is that called? Creeping phlox up along the ridge line up there where it drops off to the road. So it's hard to get the tractor in there too. And over here on this side, this is where we have the herb gardens. A lot of weeds coming up in here, but we do have a bunch of garlic coming up in here. We did have, that's garlic there, garlic there. Okay, that far one, there's supposed to be onions planted in there, but I haven't seen any onions come up yet. So those garlic we planted from, not seed, but what, you know, cloves or whatever, however they come. The same way with the onions. So not doing so good on onions this year. Which is weird because the previous owners, that's all they had in here was onions. We did have, this spring we had all our plants sitting in here before we planted them, and this plant must have dropped a few seeds. That was when we planted up on the hill over there by the driveway. Then we found these just randomly growing in the yard, a couple of pine trees, so we potted them and see if we can get some pine trees going here. Plant them somewhere. This one's doing real good. This one was probably about that size when we first planted it. It's doing real good in this pot, but this guy, I don't know, it's still growing it looks like, but I mean it's not dying, I mean, but it sure hasn't grown at all. So whatever we did in this pot, it sure likes it, but I didn't like whatever we did here. But I know where there's a couple of other sprouts of pine trees growing. If that one doesn't survive, we can pick those up instead. Then this is where I'm not really all that sure. I think these 3 plants here are basil. And then I don't know, we got 2 different kinds of parsley here. What's this card say? Italian plain parsley. And that's parsley. Yeah, these both are parsley, it looks like. And this I know is dill. And I think that back there is chives. Yeah, that's chives. I don't know what this is. What does this say? Okay, that's thyme. I don't know what the fuck that is. This is East Friesland? Or Salvia? I don't know. It did have like a purple flower on it. Whatever the heck it is. For mulch I just like to use cut out grass because it works pretty good. You can see where I didn't have it so thick here where the weeds are growing up. And that was pretty much what's going on over there in the garden where we had like the radishes and stuff that didn't come up, radishes and carrots that didn't come up. Because I didn't have this, I kind of had this scooted away so it wouldn't prevent them from growing, and that's how it got so weedy over there in that area. And then this is oregano. And then we do have some fruit bushes around here, or berry bushes, that we've got a pretty good crop growing. I don't know if you can see from here, but all this through here is raspberry bushes. It comes up into here, down into there. Looks like it could be picked again. I see a bunch of ripe berries there. And then we have like 3 different mulberry trees around here, and one of them is right. I hope this is coming out good. It's really bright out here and it looks dark on my screen here, so. Yeah, this tree right here is a mulberry. This is actually a halfway decent berry. We haven't really been picking these just because they haven't been that great of looking berries that we've been finding. It seems like all the good ones drop on the ground and then the animals get them. That's pretty good. Then back here, up there by my wood pile, this whole tree right here is a mulberry too. Then the third mulberry tree is back over where I just was. Right there, this tree right here But the closest branch to the ground is right up in there, a good maybe 15 feet up in the air. So those look like it has halfway decent berries on it, but we can't reach them. So we got that going on. Is there anything else around here worth showing? We got a bunch of landscaping projects I got to get to yet, but I don't know if those will happen this year or not. And then our other raspberry trees are down in that tree line right there. And of course we got flowers planted everywhere. And we got flowers going on up around here. The damn chipmunks like to get into these and dig everything out of them. Look up. Then we got all sorts of flowers growing up here in the window. And then we used to have a lot more of these, but look out. We had a bunch of these transplanted from up there in the window down into here from last year. And we got a couple different pots growing on up here, different things in them. It's another one that chipmunks like to get into. Let's go see how this stuff up here is doing, because I haven't really come up here to look at all. This is where that creeping fox is. It's not really doing much of anything right now. It doesn't look like it's dying though, so that's good. I know we planted this at my mom and dad's house, and it took several years before it kind of filled out and started filling in as ground cover. But it'll be nice when it does, so I don't have to mow through there. Whoa, 17 minutes. Oh, this video is getting kind of long. That's the garden update for me. Maybe I'll do some other updates here while I'm filming. See you guys later.